Hey guys, oh, how you doing? All right, so I got updates. I gotta make that chakra video. I gotta do. Yep, I was just thinking about some experiences I had, and there's a billion of them, and I don't know which ones to put that are really good. Maybe I put them all. I don't know, but so the updates. So going back to the assault on the illusion room. So I was doing assault on the illusion room, or I wasn't, but it was assaulted. Turns out the guy that got caught, he was trying to impress me with what he can create. Now, the guy turns out he's an artist, but he's crazy. He's not all there. And he's an artist, and he creates things, but he creates nice, beautiful things. Okay, where I create zombies in the apocalypse and trains. Okay, so they go on. They told me that he has a big supercomputer at home, and he plays video games. Not everybody has. Jesus don't even have big ass computers. But this guy saved up all his money and bought a big ass computer, and he plays Fallout 4 video game. Okay, which is awesome. I gotta do that because I love that game. Anyway, he went and made a whole bunch of ghouls, and him and his friends made some ghouls from the video game in the illusion. And what they did was they set out an assault on the illusion room to get attention for themselves and for his art and stuff. And he was trying to impress me. Now I don't know what that means, but that's what they said. And so when I was in there in the illusion room building the train station, there's an actual train station. You can live in it. That's how big it is, normal when it's done. And when I was in there building it, he snuck in through one of the cracks and went down into the illusion room to check out my work. I don't know what he thinks, but whatever. That's what Christ said. He was down there the whole time, walking around looking at things. He didn't break nothing. He didn't ruin anything. At least he respects art, either good or bad. Mine ain't bad. It's just different. Damn. But he's playing the damn video game, so he understands, man. If you're a Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout 4 fan, then you get it. You love that shit. You want to do that shit. And and so he came in to see what it was like. Now, what I created so far. Now, when he attacked my house where I was, he sent them ghouls out. The ghouls were AIs. They weren't even like real entities. They were just I create AIs in the video game. So did he. And so he sent them off to my house. They didn't do nothing. Remember that one was trying to bite me? And I just let go and it was just going, ah. It looked scary. Well, that's all it did. It wasn't programmed to bite me. And the other ones. So no one got hurt. But after that, he got a court. He got like 6 months, 16 months in the illusion, and a prison in the illusion. So you go to prison. It's like a vacation for these guys. It's not a high max. It's like yeah, you know what I mean. One of them things on the beach, a resort. But he can't go out in public, and he can't come into St. Illusion. He has to go from prison to the illusion. That's it. He can't come in for until his time's up. That's his little stint that he pulled, and he got how much time for it. And the other guys, I don't even think did anything. They didn't get. So some of them didn't get long. Anyway, it was a passive little attack just to show off, and whatever. That's cool. But I'm glad I didn't get stabbed out of it. After that, the next day, another Christ came. I don't know who he was, but he was not the one that was working on my subconscious. He comes in, he's gonna help me. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm done. I am fucking done with Jesus Christ helping me. I got two Jesus Christs that are helping me, and they let me go. They help me and let me go when the problem's over. And you ain't doing it. So he stuck me in a box that night. I went nuts. Oh, I don't know if I slept there all night. The next day, he goes and puts me in a box again to go to sleep. When I go to sleep, I got mad and I left. I go, nope. I called him. I was ready for war, man. I've had it. I've had this. I've had it. And so I didn't even know if he was a good Christ or a bad Christ, and I didn't even care, right? What happened with the other Christ that was trying to get my seeds? That's all real. He's in jail right now. No, he ain't in jail. He was just doing it. Yeah, he ain't in jail. He's not allowed to come into my state or see me or touch me or hear me or think about me. None of that. He's getting in trouble again. Turns out Todd, the interloper, that's what I call him. Todd, the interloper, was trying to get my seeds and do all that shit with my seeds and drive me nuts. I didn't want it, and it's stated, I didn't need anything. Anyway, I had enough. After that, this Christ came and I'm like, I am done with you Christ. I got two Christs that are helping me out, and they got friends and they help me out. And I'm fine, man. Leave me the hell alone. Go away. Turns out, he doesn't go away, and I split. I go way up north in the middle of the forest, on the Astral. I create a log cabin. Boom! Fire. There's 3 feet of fucking snow out there, way up by Moosonee. 3 feet of snow up there. I'm like, son of a bitch. So here I am. I spend all night sleeping in this cabin because I ain't doing this. And they're all, my Tina's crying, the kids are crying, Grace is crying, everybody's crying. I told them I'm never coming back. I'm not going back to that house until I get what I fucking need and what I want, and that's all there is to it. And they go, you can't sleep there, you're gonna get killed, you're gonna get attacked, you're gonna blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? I got a rifle, and I got a shotgun, I got knives, you know what? I got all my skills to keep me alive, and I was doing this long before I ever for 52 years, all right? I'm fine. Anyway, I wake up in the morning, I'm traveling back, and I ain't going home, because I punched out the wall. That's how mad I was. Punched out the wall that night before I left. I come back, I don't think they would let me in anyway, but I went to the illusion room. As I'm going to the illusion room, I run into a ball, like a plastic, a boing, and I can't get through. I'm like, and I'm pushing it, and it's pliable, a little bit pliable, but it's like pliable plexiglass, and there's a bubble, and I didn't even see it. And then I backed up and I looked, and I could see around the whole building a ball, just a clear ball. It was see-through. I didn't even see it. And so I went around to the entrance and got in that way. They go, what do you think? What do you think about the extra security? And it turns out they have this extra security. It's a ball, and the reason they got it was because of the attack, the little fake attack that guy did, the breach. And so what it is you can get any size you want, and it's got like a base to it, and you put it down, then you press the button or whatever, and the sphere comes out over top of the building like that. This illusion room is the size of, it's like 5 blocks by 10 blocks. That's how big this illusion room is that we're making, plus the other one, and plus the lobby, and plus the train room, and plus the science room. They're making a science room for the kids and to learn about basic science. And what it is stuff people do for science, they all put it in here, plus the stuff I've made. And it's all about science. And so this bubble goes around the whole complex. It's a huge ass complex, man. Anyway, I couldn't get through. And I had to shift way up and shift way down to find a way to get through. And I had to shift up. I never did find a way to get through down. I never really tried that hard. But I eventually got in, like going high, shifting, raising my vibration high. So I spent the night in there. I guess I was covered in horse shit. I don't know how I got horse shit all over me. Christ is like, all right, Covered in horse shit. So I spent the night laying in horse shit. That's what he said. I was covered in horse shit. I could smell it on me. I don't remember laying in no horse shit. I was way up by Moosonee, man. Anyway, fucking Hudson Bay, Georgian Bay. That's where I was. Just below Georgian Bay. Not Georgian Bay, James Bay. Anyway, Google it. That's where I was in the lower astral. I put a cabin in the snow, shoveled up the snow, put a fire in there, put a bed in there, and a table. That was it. I had my guns. If I needed a bowl of cereal, I just created it and ate it. Made me happy. So that's what you could do. Anyway, that's what I did. And I was going to spend until they figured out their shit, and I got my way. Because there ain't no way. That's what I'm living in the illusion now. So I'm off in the wilds of the illusion. Anyway, woke up in the morning, went to the bubble, bounced off the bubble. What they told me that it's extra protection. You can't see it, but you can't get in either. But you can get in. All you gotta do is raise your vibration. But by the time you get in, the security will be on you. So it's just another little bit of security that they got. I go home. No, I go home for lunchtime. It's lunchtime. I lay down. And I go to sleep, and I'm laying there, and I'm sleeping in the illusion room, and the Christ that I ran away from, he sticks me back in that fucking monkey cage, and I hate the monkey cage because it's just a black box sitting in the ground, and they all stand there above the black box looking down at you. It's a box with a bed. You sleep in the bed, and they hold you down by putting a cast on your leg or sticking these things in your skins. I call them vampire spikes. And they stick them in, and you can't move. You can't go to illusion. You can't go anywhere because it hurts so goddamn bad. So you just lay in bed, right? That's what you do for 8 hours while I'm sleeping consciously, but I have to go to sleep. In between me laying down and sitting in the monkey cage and going to sleep, I got to stare at a black fucking wall. Anyway, that's what made me go nuts because I didn't want that cage. But here I am back in the fucking cage. So here I am back in the cage, yelling, screaming, calling them every goddamn name in the book. Oh, and yeah, he goes, hold on, I'll get rid of your sins for you. That's all he cared about. I'm yelling at him. Oh, hold on, I'll get rid of your sins. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot. I got a fucking shotgun pointed at your goddamn face. Now get me out of here. That's what I was, like, even 100 times worse than that. Unbelievable. Anyway, I was so mad. I'll go home. Oh yeah, and the night before, the day before, I punched the wall in my bedroom at my home, and I put my fist through it. It cracked the wall, and I was so mad. That's when I left, to James Bay. What the hell did I do? I come back home as I'm leaving the illusion room. I'm flying home, and I get home and boom, I bounced off another wall, one of them spheres. They put a sphere around our house so I can't get attacked. Now you gotta find the entranceway, which is on the sidewalk. You gotta feel for it. Oh, here it is, and then you walk in and go home, right? And then it closes up. But you wake up in the morning, you close the bubble, and it goes away. And then when you go to sleep at night, you put this, like, turning on the lights, where you turn this bubble on, and the bubble comes up around the fucking house, underneath and over top. And there's no way in or out unless you vibe it or you let them people come in. So I'm in there. I go in the bubble and my head's ringing with people screaming. I go in the bubble to go to bed in my home, and all the noise stopped. I'm like, I look like a light, man. It was so nice. Couldn't hear nothing. Anyway, but the drawback is I can't go see people. Like, I can't fly to my friends and hang out with them. Or girls. I have girlfriends. We get together once in a while, make love. Can't do that anymore, but I will. I don't care. And then I go out, hang out with my friends, my cousins, in the illusion in the spirit world, and I hang out with them. We play. Well, I fall asleep, or I can consciously go to them and see them, or my soul goes. The That's a drawback, because I still gotta work how to get out of that fucking place when I'm going to sleep. And you want to go low, because most of the people you see are in the lower astral. People like you that I go hang out with and whatever, you're in the lower astral, so I have to go down. Well, you can't get through. You have to go up, sneak through, and then go down. Meanwhile, Christ is watching, your wife is watching, your kids are watching, every goddamn thing you do. And then you say, I'm going to see such and such a person. Even if you don't like it. They'll go fucking nuts. Because they think I'm going to get killed. Which might happen. But not usually. not by the person, but by outside nasties. Yeah, so that's what happens. I got to work through that and figure out. People can't come in and see me. Yeah, and then I did a bad thing. It's kind of sexual, but it's bad. It ain't bad. It's just stupid. I should have fucking thought. I was in a... I'll put it, because this is what happens. If you're in the spirit world, all right? If you're in the spirit world, and you're hooking up to another person, like a girl, and you're horny, and you're walking down the street in the spirit world, but you're sitting here on the internet or whatever, and you're jerking off, make sure you know what the hell your soul's doing, because you can get in a lot of trouble. I was in the lobby, hundreds of kids around, parents around, everything, and I'm walking through the lobby jerking off. Just for some reason, I got horny. I wasn't in reality. I wasn't, I felt it. I don't know who it was. I'm just hot and horny for some reason. I wasn't looking at porn. I'm watching a fucking hockey game. But spiritually, I'm hooking up to somebody, and we're fucking making love, and the energy's flowing between us. She's here with me. I'm here in the spirit world. We both go into the illusion. We're both naked, getting it on. Everybody in the illusion room saw it. Christ freaked out. When I went to bed is when I found out about it. That's when they put the fucking bubble out, and they don't want me going to do that. So you gotta know, man. You don't want to be walking around downtown St. Lucian, your soul, jerking off because you saw something on the computer that turned you on, or you're hooking up to your girlfriend. All right? I don't have one, but I have people I meet and know and love, and we all hang out, or I hang out with them when the time comes, and boy, the timing was perfect on that one. Man, they yelled at me for hours. And it's not a bad thing, but I should know better. I mean, all the bathrooms I use, they all got tiles so no one can see in. Can you get it? Because everybody's fucking looking. And especially when you create things and everybody loves what you do, and you're in the illusion room in your own place and they're all hanging out, and you go to the bathroom, they're all looking. So they put these tiles up so you can't see in your soul. So when I'm sitting there, anyway, that's what you get. It's that way, man. So you gotta know what you're doing, or you're gonna get in shit and you're gonna get in trouble. And you're gonna get in trouble. So that's another reason why they put that fucking thing up, that bubble thing. My biggest thing was how many birds are gonna get killed. I'm like, make sure the birds don't run into it. Okay? And they got birds. I go, you got birds in St. Lucia? We got thousands of millions of birds, species. And I'm like, well, take it down in the morning fast, because I don't want the birds to die. The birds will run into it, and they're all thinking, yeah, maybe. Because you can't see it. You can't see it. You can be walking on the sidewalk and go, wow, that's a nice house. Walking up to the house and boom. Holy shit, there's something here. And it's just a security measure. But that happened. Yeah. And then right now in the illusion room, my soul right now is sitting at home. I'm going to the illusion room at 6. They're already having a party there. Not for me, but it's a party to celebrate something. The science room. I guess they just got done the science room, and there's a million kids there. And all the kids are putting their science projects for school and stuff in there. Stuff we were, like the laser gun for Fallout, it's going in there. And it explains how it works. The freeze gun, stuff like that, science. Power armor, I guess we got a suit of power armor they're gonna put in there. I'm like, dude, we need it for the fucking game. So, but it's all like how it works, right? Their science plus our science, so it's both. I put my trains in there. They tell you how it works. You need this thing to go in here and make it power the locomotive. You need this thing for the lights. Put it on the electricity on the tracks, or they don't even have electricity in the tracks. You make the tracks. Here we gotta have electricity going through the tracks. There, each unit can be run separately, or as if you got three locomotives on the train, the gizmo all works together, and it starts rolling. Speed it up, slow it down, stop, lights, everything, just fucking 10 times better. Just making the damn thing is hard though, and I make the best. Anyway, that's all done. They're partying right now, eating cake. I'm going over there and getting my piece. I'm still working. Day 3, I'm working on the train station there. No one really gives a shit, but people in St. Lucian. But I'm just telling you, this is what's going on. Just for, I gotta make the chakra video, but I'm still working out what I'm gonna explain. I got 3 or 4 chakra videos coming anyway. Alright, so I'll just make this one quick, 22 minutes. Long enough. That's what's been going on in St. Lucian. The new thing, the bubble thing, helps me sleep when I can sleep. And that's nice. So imagine your house right now surrounded by a plastic bubble. You can't see it. And birds are running in it. Birds are flying. Bouncing off this plastic bubble. Oh, that drives me nuts, man. So I'm like, at night, put it up, but in the morning when the birds start flying, get that fucking thing down. Program it to close. And that's all there is to it. Now, I don't know if a spiritual bird can break its fucking neck on an invisible object, but I don't know. I don't know if that's really a thing. I don't know. But I'm thinking from this world terms, okay? Anyway, guys, I'll let you go. I'm making the chakra video, trust me. It's just I have a lot of experiences. I don't know which ones to do right now. So gotta go. Later, guys.